or welcome back to 4F Beauty. When will I be YouTube famous? I still don't know. What I do know, however, is that the temperature has come down from the 30s into the 20s, which is very nice indeed for those of us who don't like heat. So I am taking the opportunity to film a foundation review. And I actually managed to find a little mini version of the Benefit Hello Happy foundation. If I can you see that? Does that show? Anyway, this is the Soft Blur foundation. So if you want to find out exactly how that fares on my oily combo skin, you're in just the right place. Here it comes. Hey, welcome back from the intro. I haven't filmed yet. Fan is still with us because although thankfully it is raining today and it has cooled down quite a bit, and still not cool enough. But I'm guessing I've already shown you this, but look how cute. I managed to get a Diddy version of this Benefit Hello Happy. How cute is this box? Look. And it's like this little front bit here opens up like a book, which gives you all of your ingredients. And Soft Blur foundation looks like skin and feels like nothing at all. 95% said it gives a natural looking coverage, which is then repeated in French on that side. And then you open the top up and your little shiny foundation is inside. I don't know why this makes me so ridiculously happy, but it's like tiny weeny look, but it's still got happy face. What can I say? Ooh, can you hear that? That's really liquidy. Okay. This is the Benefit Hello Happy Soft Blur foundation, as I think we've already established. Shade 1, which is the lightest one because pale bitch. Sheer medium coverage, SPF 15. This is 6 mils or 0.2 fluid ounces. I think I paid about £7 for this. I found it as a special offer online, so I thought, right, I don't normally wear sheer, I normally go for a medium foundation, but this is sheer to medium, so I thought, as it's new on the market, rather than plump to buy the huge one, because unlike in America, once we open it, it's ours, we don't get to take it back, unless there's a problem with the packaging. So, I have got my Beauty Bakery blending egg for one side. The other side I'm going to use my Avon brush, and this is the same shape as the Real Techniques Expert Face Base brush, but it's a lot softer. And where it's been so hot and I've been sweating a lot, my skin has been slightly more prone to getting irritated. So I'm going to use a softer brush today. I think what I'm going to do is tap this on my face where it is so liquid. Oh, hello, yep, it's a squeezy bowl. So, Pokemon phone case. I genuinely don't know how much of this to squeeze out. Right, so I've put that much so far, and that's the consistency. Hey, quite runny. Right, like I said, I think I'm going to start off by just, I suppose it'd be helpful if I zoomed you in, wouldn't it? I have washed, moisturised and primed my face with my usual 3B Face Saver Anti-Perspirant, which also acts as a primer. So I'm just going to dollop this in random blobs on my face, and I think I'll go in with a sponge this side. Now I'm expecting this sponge to absolutely soak up most of this, because when the foundation is that liquid, that viscous, it normally does soak up quite a bit, even though the sponge has been moistened. Sorry if you hate that word. Yeah, that's very sheer coverage. That's. Can you even tell I've got foundation on one side of my face? Maybe. Yeah, maybe my under eye is looking a little bit brighter. It's quite, at the moment, it's quite sort of satin finish. Okay, let's put the same amount of dollops on this side. I didn't count them, but I'm gonna guesstimate. Probably about that much. Right, and now I'm going to go in with my brush on this side to see if I get more coverage, and I'll be extremely surprised if I don't. Yeah, this is straight away, you can see this is giving more coverage. But then, you know, I'm not really surprised, because that is true of most foundations, to be fair. And this did say sheer to medium, so it's not like it was claiming to be, you know, Estee Lauder double wear, is it? Yeah, it definitely gives more coverage using a brush. But being so sheer, there are a few stipple marks, so I just run over it afterwards with my sponge, whichever sponge I happen to be using, and that just, yeah, I quite like that. And that's used up that much of the dollop, so let's put a little dollop more on now. You are kidding me, that cannot be the end of that bottle already. There's still some in there. Just didn't want to squeeze out. So, about the same amount again. This time I'm going to go in with the brush directly into the foundation. And let's see how well this will build on itself. How's your day been so far? What's the weather like where you are? You still got blistering hot, or has the rain, mind you, the rain I was talking about when I started videoing, yeah, it's finished already. Quite nice if it came back, actually. Rained quite a bit yesterday. It was lovely. I just stood outside in it because it was still really warm. It was still like, you know, 17, 18 degrees out there, which for this bird is about the right temperature. That's a temperature that I can actually function at, because those of you who are new to my channel, I suffer chronic pain because of osteoarthritis through 3/4 of my spine, sciatica down my right hand side, and fibromyalgia. And a combination of chronic pain and side effects of the meds that I take for chronic pain means that my face gets very, very hot and sweaty. Hence the antiperspirant primer that I use. Because otherwise I can't keep any foundation on my face even on a cold day. So this hot weather, it's lucky that I did a lot of pre-filming, otherwise you'd have had nothing to watch. Alright, just tap over with the sponge to get rid of any stipple marks or brush marks that are going to be left. I mean, that's definitely it's definitely what it said it was. It's a sheer medium. Quite nice coverage, actually. feels very, very lightweight on the skin. I'm just using a micellar water on a thingy to clean my brush off, because I always clean creams off of brushes straight away. Means I can use it again tomorrow without any sort of like cross contamination with a foundation if I'm doing a foundation review again tomorrow. And also it makes the deep clean at the end of the week a damn sight quicker. And let's face it, anything that speeds that job up makes me a happy person. Just give me Pokemon a wipe as well while I'm at it. Basically what I'm doing is I'm giving this a little bit of time to see how much it will dry down. Because I've got oily combo skin, I will have to set it anyway. If you've got normal dry skin, you could probably get away with not powdering this. That's set down really quite nicely, and yet it's retained that kind of sheen. It's quite a healthy looking glow, actually. I quite like the look of it so far. So I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Instant Age Eraser Concealer thingy, yeah, the one with the sponge on the top, with Goji Berry, apparently. That's nice. In shade 00 Ivory. I'm just going to bung a bit under here. Now, again, if you're new to my channel, you do not need to do these ruddy huge triangles that you see the beauty gurus doing. That may look great under studio lighting, but I can assure you in real life, especially if you've got skin that might have wrinkles in it, it's not going to be flattering for you, and it just wastes your product. So, had a little visitor there who needs covering up, and a little visitor there who needs covering up thanks to this heat. And remains of visitors just there. So, grab the pointy end and let's see how this blends in with the foundation, whether it plays nicely. And so far so good. It doesn't seem to be lifting any of the foundation, so that's good. I don't use separate primer on my eyes. I literally I carry the face primer across my lids and then the foundation and the concealer, because although I've got quite oily eyelids, I find that doing this and then powdering it holds eyeshadow on just as well as an expensive eye primer does. So I don't, if I don't need to buy another product, then I'm not going to do it. If you've got very, very dry eyes, you may need a separate primer, and if you find that your lids are more oily than mine, again, you may find, you know, it's a bit like a MAC paint pot or Urban Decay primer could be useful for you. But for me, I thankfully can get away with concealer, and this is actually blended in really quite nicely without any problems at all. Let's just zoom you in just so you can see the under eye there. You can see that's really not blended, Ange. There we go. But you can see it's blended in really nicely with that foundation. Right, okay. I am going to disappear off now. I'm going to put some colour on my face and I will be back. It is currently midday, so that's our check-in time for this, and I will see you in just a bit looking hopefully way more colourful. See you tomorrow. Hey, I'm back. As you can see, far more colourful. It's now just before 1, so this has been on for nearly an hour. Yep, so far no complaints. I set it with Coty Air Spun because I have to set all of my foundations, otherwise they're just going to go sliding off my face in a couple of hours. All the powder products, the bronzer, the blush, the highlight, all went on without any problems at all. The eye look today is actually a viewer requested one using the top row of shadows from Androgyny. I don't know if that's up yet. If it is, I will link it in the description box. If not, it's coming soon. So far, so good. As always, I will do 2 check-ins for you, one around the sort of 5-6 hour mark, and then one again at the 10 or 11 hour mark, just to give you a rough idea of how it will wear through the day. As always with my foundation reviews, I don't blot or powder or do anything to it. So, if you were, for example, at a conference where at the breaks you were having to socialise and you did not have time to go and sort your face afterwards, you'd at least have a rough idea of how it's going to look at the end of the day. So, I've now got a few hours wait, so I'm probably going to see if I can film a Hell Yeah Won't Know in that time frame. But for you, however, I'm going to be back instantly with the first check-in. See you in a mo. For you, anyway. Hey, hi. First check-in. It is 5:45, so this has been on just under the 6 hours. Let's have a zoom in and see how it's doing. Yeah, it's definitely settling in those lines there. And in that one, you can really see it in the hulk there. It's actually, and this is quite rare for me, it's actually settling into lines under my eye. Now normally this just goes quite dry, but it's literally just, it's just like gathering and breaking apart almost. That's really weird. Oh, it's really caked up round here, look. And split, and I've completely lost all coverage there. Same this side, it's all caked up. Lost quite a lot of coverage here, but then you'll have seen from the Hell Yeah Won't Know, my hay fever was playing up, so I was rubbing my nose a lot. Yeah, it's all settling in those lines and that on there, and I'm losing coverage on my chin. Cheeks still look okay. Cheek products are still where they should be, and they're not going too dry. If this wasn't a foundation review, I'd be blotting. I'd certainly reconcealer here and pop some more powder on. I'd powder around. I'd blot and smudge and powder these bits here to try and sort this out. But obviously it's a foundation review, I don't do any of that when I'm doing a foundation review. But it's safe to say I'm quite pleased that I've only got the mini version, and I'm not going to be buying the big version, because if it looks like this after nearly 6 hours, I dread to think how it's going to look after 10 or 11. Anyway, who knows? This could be as bad as it's going to get, or it could get worse. The only way to find out for me is to hang about and wait at least another 4 hours. You, however, you can see it right now. Hey, welcome back to the final check-in. If you're new here, I promise that'll grow on you. It is now coming up to midnight, so this has been on nearly 12 hours. Let's have a zoom in, see how it's doing. Yes, the oils have come through completely. This is just completely broken down on my forehead. Settled in the lines there, making them look way worse. Bizarrely, the oils coming through seems to have actually helped the under eye situation, which was looking really bad earlier. The nose pretty much has nothing left on it at all. Really cakey around the edges here. Top lip, chin, yeah, the oils have just completely broken these down. Cheeks not too bad, I suppose. So, my final thoughts on the Benefit Hello Happy foundation. Really does not work with oily combo skin. If you have any kind of oils that come through during the day, whether you're oily combo or whether you're just straight oily skin, I really don't think this is worth bothering with. I mean, I did 2 really quite thin layers to get very, very light medium coverage, which broke down in 5 hours, 6 hours, and started settling into lines and caking around my nose. And now my whole T-zone, forehead, nose, and sort of this triangular section here, it's just completely broken through and broken the foundation down so that it's either settled into lines, caked up, or pretty much disappeared off my face, to be quite honest. If you've got normal to dry skin, so, you know, like this part of my face, you might find it's okay. But my under eyes, which tend to be quite dry anyway, did look quite scrappy after the 5 hours. I think it's the oils from like my T-zone that have actually evened this bit back out. In terms of my skin type, I can't recommend that at all. I am really glad now that I found a mini version rather than paying 25, 26 quid for the full size one. As it is, I spent 7 quid. Yeah. I don't know how much is left in this little bottle. It's probably just under half left, so I might give that to one of my mates that have got drier skin, see if they can make any use of it. But yeah, I really wouldn't recommend this one at all if you've got any kind of oils. On the plus side, eye makeup's hanging in there and looking absolutely fabulous, which is awesome. But then it's a palette that I've used many times and I know how good the shadows are, so I'm not entirely surprised. Right, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, it'd be great if you hit that thumbs up button for me. Comment, share, subscribe. When you subscribe, don't forget to hit the bell. And when you hit the bell, don't forget to choose all notifications so that you don't miss out on any more of my future videos. I need to take all of this off my face. I need a big glass of water, and I need to go to bed because the alarm goes off at 4:45 in the morning. You'll stay fabulous. I'll see you again soon. Bye for now.